I bought a Dropcam Pro a little over a year ago to use in the baby room. Now so far it's worked out great as an alternative to a baby monitor, and of course going on vacation, this does give me some peace of mind as well. Now for the average consumers who are not too familiar with Dropcam, they were bought by the company Nest earlier this year, which at the moment they manufacture and make smoke detectors and thermostats that are programmable and self-learning, making these traditional items quote-unquote smart and of course connected to each other. And Nest Labs' parent company is none other the tech giant here, Google. So today we're looking at the new Nest Cam by Google, I guess you can say, that I personally bought here for $200 retail. And I want to share my experiences of what's needed, what works great, and what doesn't, based on a whole year worth of experience here in testing of the cameras and owning, of course, the previous Dropcam Pro. As always, stop by my website, jimsreviewroom.com, for news and reviews and more information on the Nest Cam itself. I'm Jimmy with jimsreviewroom.com. Welcome everyone to another review. Starting with the physical features, it's a very nice and very sleek metal build. The Nest Cam does feature a pivoting neck here to adjust 180 degrees for vertical angles, and the neck is very stiff holding its position. Now of course you can always rotate the entire base from left to right. In addition, the camera head itself does rotate a full 360 degrees. Now from my experience, there are zero issues with getting the right angle. Now furthermore, and very few if any other security cameras offers this, the camera itself is removable from the aluminum base, and you can discreetly hide this little thing here for only reasons that you can think of. And last, regarding mounting, Nest, like the previous Dropcam Pro, does offer a mounting plate for wall installations. Now the screws provided are long enough, but one thing I did notice though, it did not include drywall anchors. They're about maybe $2 or $3 for a 4-pack at Home Depot or even at Walmart, and it does give you some peace of mind. The screws do hold in fine, however the Nest Cam holds onto the base by rare earth magnets, and because of those magnets it holds on very strong, and I mean very strong, which is a huge plus. But if you're ever pulling this off and moving the camera around the house from time to time, such as going on vacation and relocating the camera, the anchors would support much more wear again over time. So just a heads up on that, but being magnetized, you can also attach this to any metal surface except for computers and other electronics, of course. And before I forget here, this does come with a 10-foot or 3-meter micro USB cable that connects to the supplied wall adapter. And I honestly wish though the supplied cable was black to help with keeping things a little bit less conspicuous, especially at nighttime. But with all that being said, exceptional build quality, and I don't foresee this having any issues like the previous model. The camera still gets hot though, but just like the old one, it still works perfectly fine. Now before showing you the video quality, quickly I want to run down the list of features. Now once everything is connected, download the Nest app for either Android or iOS, and then everything is really controlled there. Keep in mind, Nest is aiming to have other Nest products work with each other in your household. Manually turning on and off your camera is pretty much self-explanatory, but home and away would work if you had a Nest thermostat. Now the thermostat, based on your settings, will know when you're out and the camera will turn on automatically. You can schedule your Nest Cam as well to come on at certain times. Now regardless of these settings, I personally like leaving the Nest Cam on 24/7 instead. You never know when something might happen. Regarding video, this is a boost to the product. The camera now takes sharper videos with a 1080p resolution, which I'll show you shortly. But keep in mind, those who are checking their streaming video often on their smartphones, data will be taken up more so than of course 720p. But in reality, it really didn't affect me at all, but it is something to point out for those especially that may be streaming a little bit more often than I would. Now night vision, again, I'll show you in the video samples later. Rotating your image is next, and last under the video settings is video access. Now for some business owners, you can have your video feed broadcast live to the world and have people see what you're doing at the shop or store, or you can leave it default off and only those that knows your username and password can see what you're doing. Next up, the Nest Cam, like the previous model, has a built-in microphone and speakerphone that works equivalently well. Voices can be heard clearly, and speaking at a normal tone within the room, voices and noises are picked up. Again, using this as an alternative to a baby monitor, or if ever, and hope it never happens, seeing a thief entering the home, verbally speaking may scare them away from further intrusion. A status light glows here with various colors, but you can turn it off here, again, to have your Nest Cam look less obvious at night. Last is sound sensitivity. sensitivity, which I would just turn all the way up. The very last section, you can label which camera this is and where it's located in the house, living room, baby room, porch, etc. And last is the notifications, which is a huge plus. When there's motion detected or sound detected, or both technically, you'll receive a notification on your smartphone immediately. That way you can pull up your house and see if there is anything that's going on. One last feature that is not in the settings during use within the app here, there is 8 times digital zoom to get close-ups of what's going on. But now to the moment that I'm pretty sure that you've been waiting for, the video test. Now, I know many have commented on Amazon about their experience, and it hasn't been so great. So I for sure tested the camera extensively here, comparing this against the drop cam and also putting them side by side, and I can only speak on my experience alone. Now, the video shown here is proof of what I encountered with zero editing. Here's what 1080p looks like, and it does look great when compared to some of the other security cameras I've tested in the past. It's not 1080 like a Blu-ray movie, but this is still possibly the best video quality that I've seen so far. And just for comparative purposes, here's the old Drop Cam Pro on the right with the Nest Cam on the left. The colors look much more natural and accurate on the new Nest Cam as well, and regarding the clarity, it's more apparent on the desktop when you pull it through a web page, but if you're pulling this video primarily on your smartphone and on a smaller screen of course, it's really not a big difference. And you can be the judge for yourself and let us know what you think in the comments below. In the daytime, for the most part, it runs fluid with what I would say minor stutters, and many have commented specifically on that through the Amazon reviews, but from my experience, the Drop Cam Pro looked to perform really the same. Not saying it's a good thing, but my experience, it was not worse. If you intend or don't intend on buying a Nest product, also be sure to find one with a wide angle lens. Like the old model, the Nest Cam features 130 degrees of viewable distance from left to right. Now, I later tested the night vision on this thing and placed this in the closet, mainly pitch black, and in this experience, the fluidness or stutters and also the picture quality, it looked almost identical. I really didn't see a huge difference. In this sample image, I believe this looks great, to be honest with you. It actually performs better than the Belkin and also the D-Link security cameras that I've tested in the past. But the following video here recorded in my garage, the Nest Cam showed a bit more artifacts, or in simpler terms, these white little speckles, and if you look particularly close attention to the windshield here on each car, you'll see the older drop cam shows a much more smoother look. As for fluidness, not just Nest Cam, but both the Drop Cam and Nest Cam both showed signs of heavy stuttering when I pretended to unlock the vehicles here. And for those who are curious, I have a 6-month-old wireless AC router which has been working phenomenal, and I run 25 megabytes down and 2 megabytes upload speeds from my internet provider, which is just slightly faster than what the average household in America runs per my Google searches. So with all that being said, during the daytime, the video feed I believe still looks better than the competition. During the nighttime, it's still better from my experience, and to be honest, it looks nearly identical to the old model. The stuttering problems people are voicing on Amazon reviews, mine is not as severe as the garage example, and I normally don't have the camera in there anyways, but the fact that it did happen does concern me, and consumers claiming those issues could be very well warranted. Not everyone's home is built the same. Now, regarding the competition, again, Nest offers cloud recording for a monthly fee. You can continuously store your videos up to 10 days or 30 days at $10 or $30 per month respectively. Old video is then deleted, and Nest Aware will keep your most recent footage, basically creating a video loop. But if you don't subscribe, there's no local recording. There's no saving files to a micro SD card, which is a total letdown since other brands are offering that. Other manufacturers are also providing the feature if there's movement, motion detection basically, the camera will record locally to that micro SD card. Somewhat surprised Nest didn't implement this considering the price that you pay, and the competition out there has been doing this for a while now. In the end, I really do like the video quality. The stuttering doesn't affect me as much when I have this in the baby room and downstairs, so my experience has been bad, but there is a wind of caution for others. For the price, it's a better image, but I honestly wish they placed local recording on here, and if anything, they should have improved the signal quality or video streaming service a bit better. If you already own a drop cam like I do, the Nest Cam is still a good product, but it's not leaps and bounds or anything new to be excited about over the old model. And if you're on the market for a camera and never owned a drop cam before, the image is nice, and the nighttime shots does illuminate much further back than the competition, but you might have to test several areas in your home first to ensure you have a smooth video connection, despite having a great router and internet speeds. So that's it for my review. I know this was a bit longer than others, but hopefully with this information, it did help you. If so, please share this. If so, be sure to add me onto your social media, either Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Google+. And as always, visit jimsreviewroom.com for more information. All of the links are in the video description. Again, I'm Jimmy with jimsreviewroom.com. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.